Today we have some good weather. It's going to be in the 60s, so it's actually a good day to go out and to paint the boats, get the bottoms ready, change my sinks, and do all of that. So I'm just about ready for my boat launch. But I'd like to introduce you to Jireh. Jireh is my Ram Promaster. So why am I working on a Promaster? This is a van that I'm going to convert into a camper van. I'm in the process of doing so already. And the reason, be able to go out, enjoy some boondocking, but especially for sailing. Welcome to another episode of Solitude and Sailing. Sailing in Rhode Island.
Looking good.
O'Day Osprey. Couscous is on the move. Wing on wing. Pearson 26. Alcourt Sunfish. Pacemaker Sportfish. These are the vessels of solitude and sailing. So how does this van have anything to do with sailing? Well, remember my little day sailor, the O'Day Osprey, is a trailable sailboat. And I'm gonna be taking it on some adventures, cross some different states, check out different lakes, and expand my reach. Normally I'll be pulling it on the pickup, Ram 1500. And I definitely can't pull it behind the camper. However, with the van, I can trailer it and I have a cozy place to rest. So let me show you what the progress. Now keep in mind, we are partway through this build. So she's a little messy right now, but let me show you what it's gonna look like inside. So today we worked on the cushions. I'll show you how I did those in a sec. Here's a little tour of where we are. We got some bench seats, two of them with vents, because you need to be able to vent out when you're opening and closing the sliding door. She's gonna have a little bench over here with a porta potty underneath, and then I'm working on getting a shower head installed. Shower is gonna come from the sink, which will be here, and you just grab the shower head, clip it onto here, pull up curtains, shower curtains that will tie into the ceiling in case you need to shower. Over here, this wood, if you're wondering, this is where the cabinets are gonna go. Cabinets there, cabinets here, additional cabinets here. Gonna put up a ceiling panel and have some LED lights across the top. So I already have the wiring already put through. And just to show you what kind of insulation we use the pink foam, and then on top of that, we use this reflective insulation here, and then of course the paneling for the walls and the paneling for the ceiling. So I'm partway through. I put in a subfloor. It's insulated also. I'm having a good time with this refit, and the van itself, she's in good shape. She's a 2016, so if you know me, I don't like to pay full price for everything. These vans now are going for around 60,000. This van initially, the MSRP was 31,000 back in 2016, but she's still in good shape, really good shape. Only got 103,000 miles on it. Got it really cheap, around 18,000 for the sale price. Yes, scored. And then I added an extended warranty, and then the camper, the refit. So far, we're about 2,500 in on the refit. Altogether, I think it'll be less than 3,000, including installing my electronics, my battery, my solar. I already have all of that stuff ready to roll, switches and everything, plumbing, and the rest of the hardware. Most of the stuff is already purchased and ready to go. So that's what the mattress looked like. Trifold, memory foam, 6-inch, and I bought a full size. I didn't go with the queen just because this is the smaller Promaster, 36-inch wheelbase. So in order to make the trifold mattress work on the camper, I had to separate the pieces. So 2 of the folds become the bench cushion seats. And the third fold, because the space between the 2 benches is more narrow than the bench itself, that third fold needed to be cut a little shorter. So what I did was I separated the 3 by cutting on where they're connected to each other. So right here is where I cut the seam, and then I stitched the new one. So this is where I did the stitching. Oh, that's the zipper side. This is where I did my stitching. That's my stitching, and that's the original stitching. Actually, this is my stitching, and this is the original stitching. This is my stitching here. I'll show you a picture. So this third one, I took the foam out and stitching her up right now. The focus is intense. So this is the same machine that I used for the boat when I made the boat curtains and did some of the cushions on Chiron. And now we're stitching up the benches for the camper. So how did it turn out, you're asking? Here you go. That's the original stitching here, and this time I did the bottom. Here's my stitching. So I think it looks pretty good. Now I just need to cut a piece of that last cushion about this much off, so that way when we make the camper benches into a bed, it'll be able to fit perfectly in there. And afterwards, I'll need to get some additional material to make the remaining cushion I'm cutting off, maybe like a pillow or an armrest. Armrest would be good. We'll see. But for now, she's gonna get finished up and put back in the camper because we need to do some boat work today. I gotta go paint the bottoms, change my zincs, and get Solitude and Chiron ready for the boat launch. So this is gonna be the final cushion that goes in for the bed. So I need to remove 3 inches. So, and it should fit just nice and snug. I think we're actually gonna go with 3.5. Because there's a little extra give over there. So it should fit just right.
Now there's going to be some extra slack in this final cover because I didn't make a new, I didn't shorten it. So, but I'm okay with that for what it's going to be serving. Wire up. Oops. Yeah. Now let's see what we can cover with.
Don't tell my wife I'm doing this in the kitchen.
When I get a little bit closer to the bottom, I'm going to lift it up because I don't want to scratch up my hardwoods here. It's breathable, so I like that. It actually doesn't look too bad, even though it's a little bit shorter. It doesn't look bad. I thought there was going to be a flat hanging. Good Lord.
There you have it. Trifold mattress, 1 piece shorter. See a little bit extra flap here. There you go. Actually doesn't look bad at all. That's the extra. Let's go put it in the van. There you have it, folks. The trifold mattress is now 3 separate pieces. When I first started to cut the cushions, my sister was like, oh man, that makes me that makes me a little nervous. There you go, Tati. What do you think about the job we just did? Did it come out good? Do you like it? The cushions? Want to test them out? See if they're nice and comfy? Let's test them out. What do you think, Tati? Check out my seams. Make sure I did a good job. Is it nice on your paws? There you go. Does that mean you approve? Baby Tati approves. She's like, oh, this is so comfortable. I could just sleep right here. Look at your little tail waggling. Want to take it to the camper? We'll take it to the camper, or you want to keep it inside? She probably thinks it's her new bed. Tati, no. Do not do pee-pee on the cushion. Good job. You're just making yourself comfortable. You're just making yourself comfortable. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. That's 1, 2, and 3. Big step up. Cushions are done. But there, when you think about it, in order to be able to repair it or refit it or make an improvement upon it, I had to cut out the old to make it new. And for today's word of encouragement, there is nothing that cannot be repaired or restored with the right ingredients and with the right person at the helm. This is a tool that is used for sewing. When you're sewing something, you take the fabric and you mend the 2 pieces together. Sometimes in life, we do need a mending of 2 pieces. We do need to be restored. That's my word of encouragement for you today. And I hope in your life, things are being put together in the right place. Don't become too discouraged. If it seems like it's falling apart, I want to let you know that there is hope. There's always hope, and there's always a way through. You just got to put your mind in the right perspective and strive for the destiny that is ahead of you. And that destiny is not a bad one. It is a destiny to bless you and to bring you hope and to bring you encouragement. So here's the bench seats. On there. Perfect fit. Here's the other big one. Go there. Another perfect fit. Well, these benches were made to accommodate this size mattress. And this one here is the centerpiece. So we're just gonna put it up there for now. Let me grab the center boards. Yeah, this is very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. Center boards coming out. There's one. There's the other center board. There's 2. Middle piece. Tuck her in. So I took out 3.5 inches from the cushion. Probably could have took out a full 4 inches, but oh, this is so comfortable. 6-inch memory foam is very comfortable. It's gonna be nice to pull up somewhere while towing the dinghy, the dinghy cruiser, O'Day, Osprey, sailing vessel, Couscous. Take her out somewhere, go sailing, and then have a place to retreat to afterwards. Make my lunch, whatever, dinner, whatever. So this is gonna be great for road trips, overnighters, camping sessions, and pulling that sailboat. I am just ecstatic about the way things are coming out. So still a lot of work left to do here to get it to where things are finished and looking proper. But for now, it's functional. It's a functional camper per se. Right after we get done with all the boat work and getting the boats ready, the focus will be back on here. To give you an idea of how the mattress came, this is how it originally arrived. 3 pieces. This one is a single, so it's narrow, so I can use it as a bench seat. And then when we need to, we can open it up to also an additional sleeper.
The UPS guy pulls up with more deliveries.
How it comes, and I had to detach the stitching to make the ones on the bench into a trifold, into 3 pieces. And as you can see, it wouldn't have fit properly, so we had to cut a piece of it off. So if you're asking why Jireh, see how the trees put up a nice shadow on the ram. So basically, there's a scripture, Genesis 22, where Abraham is going to sacrifice his son Isaac, and there in the thicket there was a ram. Abraham believed God would provide the ram. So I told my wife, hey, I want to get a ram Promaster, and God will provide the ram, and I'm going to call it Jireh. Jireh means provided. God provided. Jehovah Jireh, God provided. So Jireh, provider. So that's why she's called Jireh, because there in the thicket was the ram. So enough about the camper. It's time to get the boats ready. We have made it to the marina, to Chiron, climbing up. Today is the day of the eclipse. Let's see if we can see the sun there or not. But it's still early in the morning, so it hasn't started yet. So we'll be launching this boat in just a matter of days. So what I need to do for the marina, have my lines ready, my fenders out, and then also for myself, I gotta get the bottom painted and get her commissioned for the water. So that's what I'm doing today. She's still in pretty good shape. Let's take a look around. She looks good. I don't see any mold from the winter storage, so I gotta clean her up a little bit, but an organizer. But anyway, we're gonna start this commissioning. So here's what the Pearson 26 looks like on the inside. Right, fresh from winter storage. Not bad, right? Not bad. So let's get it going. Let's get working. It's gonna be a busy day. I gotta change my clothes because I'm about to be in a mess. You know, when you start working at that bottom paint, that stuff gets everywhere, right? All over. And I'm working with 2 colors today because Chiron's bottom is green, ablative green, and Solitude's bottom is the blue, ablative blue. So I got paint. I also bought one of those little cans. I think it's a quart of Petite's barrier coat for the prop shaft, and also for the bottom metals like the prop and so forth, rudder posts. So usually I use a spray can, and they're like $30, roughly $30 for a spray can. Today, this year, they're like 40 something, $47, and the little quart is $100. All the prices went up thanks to inflation. It's crazy. Everything, construction costs, everything, boat maintenance, everything went up. So, but that's what I'm gonna use on my props and my prop shaft. Use the paint can, with brushing it on. Because the spray can, that stuff, if you gotta really, really, really shake it, and it tends to clog the nozzle so fast, it's almost like a waste getting the spray can. So I'm gonna try to brush it on this year, see what happens. That's of course after changing out all the sinks. So there's Muddy Lana right there. That's now my nephew's sailboat. His dad spent a lot of time, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears on that thing, getting her ready. So she's ready for like an ocean voyage once you commission her for the spring. But yes, Chiron, we are Solitude and Sailing, and boat maintenance is what you do. Cannot enjoy the boat if you're not doing maintenance. And of course, if you're on a budget, then that means you're doing a lot of the maintenance yourself. What a beautiful day. 60 degrees. It's gonna be probably 65. Let's see how the eclipse is doing. Nothing happening yet. Let's go.
Thank you for watching another episode of Solitude and Sailing. Don't forget to like and subscribe.